Okay, initial justice meeting. So the initial justice meeting, the first meeting you are conducting and the first opportunity to meet the judges officially. Okay? And the initial justice meeting and the pre-event meeting at the ISU championships, ISU event and Olympic Winter Games, the judges must attend these, their competition, the initial justice meeting and the pre-event meeting. And if they're moderated by the referee as you, and that the chair of the chair or the member of the respective technical committee, if present, and if possible, the technical controller is attend with you. And just to think about in your mind that what was the most interesting and the most efficient initial justice meeting you have done. I'm sure in this room everybody had attended many times at the initial justice meeting. And you have maybe one, you can select one very good and a very efficient initial justice meeting. So you have in your mind one initial judges meeting, and probably that's the goal, what you have to do. It has to be very interesting and most efficient meeting before you're going to the competition. As moderator, must draw the attention of the judges in brief summary of the rules relating to the duty of the judges and marking for each discipline. And special attention being paid to any changes in rules or in their interpretation or clarification that have been officially published. So you have to know all the information from ISU website, and of course the rule book and handbook, and also any of the document you have to know. And this is the before you're going to start the initial justice meeting that you must, well, you better check the room, that the room size is enough for everybody, and they can have the great atmosphere to have the initial justice meeting, enough chairs, enough table, and the projector is working well. You know, you should try out the equipment before you start. So sometimes the equipment is not working well, and then you should go to the organizing committee, the member of the organizing committee, and ask for it to fix that. And should be maybe at least like 30 minutes before the initial justice meeting, you go to the room and check everything. And the Code of Ethics. This is the ISU Code of Ethics Communication 2215. And I'm not going to explain everything in here, but the Code of Ethics is all about what you and judges act as an official, ISU official, at not only during the competition, but also when they are doing outside of the competition. Okay, I'm not explaining everything here. So please read their communication to 2215. Okay. And now I think most of you already updated that we have Article 10. This is the ISU Communication 2265 now. It's about the conflicts of the interest. So please update it yourself of this. And then please ask for, okay, the ISU event, including Grand Prix and Junior Grand Prix and the championships and Olympics. So there is an event coordinator. So they would check everything about the conflict. But for the international competition, you don't have anyone supporting you. So you, as a referee, you have to check about this conflict. and ask judges if there's any conflict or not. Okay? Okay, I'm going to skip this one. So then, pre-event meeting at ISU Championships, ISU event, Grand Prix, Junior Grand Prix, Olympics, Winter Games. So the judges must attend the pre-event meeting and also moderated by the referee. And this is immediately preceding the beginning of the competition. And usually this starts like 1 hour period to the event start, or maybe 45 minutes before. And it's the same thing that the moderators must draw the attention of the judges in brief summary of the rules. In the pre-event meeting, the focus shall be on the essential of the elements of the respective segment of the competition. Okay. And remember to use ISU guideline. It's on the website. You can find it. It's on the ISU website. But well, this will cover everything. But make sure you have time to cover all the topics. So this is sometimes really hard because you only have maybe, okay, usually it's 1 hour to 2 hours. But sometimes you must do really quick, especially the pre-event meeting. So then you cover everything. Sometimes it's a little bit difficult, but to try your best, okay? And you remember your role is to read discussions. And it's not just reading the rule book. So try to make, again, interesting and efficient one meeting. Okay, judges of international competitions must attend a judges meeting to be held immediately before the beginning of the competition. Because the ISU event and the international event is a little bit different. So, and also you have to mention the judges that exact time, because sometimes the time is not exact the start timing of the initial judges meeting or the pre-event meeting, because sometimes the judges are not really unsure about the time. So you have to make sure all the judges to know the time, what time the initial judges meeting starts. And, okay. And briefly review the elements, especially any changes for the season. This is very important. And use educational video to assist in your explanation. So try to use video clips and make it the more efficient and an interesting initial judges meeting. And of course, review the chart of the GOE, positive and negative, and discuss any new positive and reductions. And here, down here, not competitor from this event. No, do not use the video from this event. And probably more better that you use the like a previous years or former skater. Because it's if you use the computer from this competition, it's not good because you are judges are evaluating this competitor this time, and then it's not good to use this skaters. Okay, about the program components. Briefly list all of them. That choose one component to highlight. The referee might choose some short clips within that program component. A question could be asked before watching the clip, and then the judges are looking for something while watching the clip. For example, transitions, variety, what different transitional tools does this skater use, or etc., etc. And the program components, you will have the next session after the lunch, you will have more precise things in the program components, what you have to do in the initial judges meeting with Jenny Mast. And advise judges what is expected from them in case of skaters failing and or the interruption. So this one also, the Jenny Mast will explain you details. And the reminder to the judges. Papers, which is the document that brought out the judges' stand, which is like negative and positive GOE seat, component seat. You can bring the technical rule book, and you can also bring the Constitution, but I don't think you have time to read it at your judges' stand, but you can bring it. Okay, turn off your phones, smartwatches. And I recommend, okay, a lot of people now, a lot of judges now, you are having those smartwatches. But to avoid any suspicious action, so I would like you to ask them to take out the smartwatch. Okay? And put judging seat into the box provided, which is like after the mark sent, and then to try to tell them to put your paper down there. And it's not always boxes are provided. So just not showing any, again, the suspect action. And just to remind the judges that everybody is watching you, the spectators, audience, and it's easy now these days taping you. So if you have a funny movement, and then easily they are taping you and then post in the social media. So just remind the judges do not do those funny movements when the judges are on the stand. And it's the same thing. Look at your own screen, which is yes. If you look at somebody's screen, that's not good. Okay. And check for any changes by the technical panel before send the mark. This is very important because you will get for singles, the sign for the attention or the under rotation or the downgrade, and the mark GOE should be changed. And then if you don't see it, and then everybody is minus GOE, and then you are the one only maybe the pluses. So just to remind them. Do not forget to check the technical panel sign before they send the mark. And tell them the time to go to the judge's stand. Usually it's 10 minutes before the event start or something, yeah. Okay? And also remind judges how to use the deduction button. You never know, maybe there's something happening and then you will put the deduction with the vote thing. So then they have to know what to do. Okay, and the technical equipment. Not all judges are familiar with the current system, and it is always good to offer a rehearsal to work on the touch screen. So they have to know what to do with the touch screen. And ensure that the judges know how to apply the deduction. Okay? And invite comments along the way. Avoid reading only from your note or the rules, and at the end ask, are there any questions? So try to make your initial judges meeting very interesting. And don't let the judges leave the meeting without checking they have their updated documents. And lastly, ask for the questions. Then wish them the good luck. And is there any questions? If you don't have any questions, and I will pass the microphone to Philip. Thank you very much.
This is the end.